Hey tubers, in this video we're going to learn how to properly inflate a whitewater raft, and at the same time I'm going to do my spring air check for pressure and make sure everything's in good shape. What we've got here is a 1995 Air Puma raft. It's a small 2 to 4 person boat that has bladders inside of a plastic shell, and you've got zippers here that allow you to access all of those things. All right, well, the next step is pump it up, and for that I'm going to bring the truck down. I use a battery operated little tiny inflatable pump, and your first step is to spread your raft out loose and kind of shake it out so everything's laying approximately where it's supposed to be, and then use your pump and just go around and partially inflate the raft. And that's what I'm going to do, and we'll cut to the next scene. Okay, the next step after you... Alright, I've pumped up the raft, and it seems to be holding air. It's sat for about an hour, and my next step will be to inflate it to about 85–90% hard, and that's when I just leave it overnight and let it air check itself. One other thing I'm doing while I'm giving my whitewater equipment the once over, I'm looking at my PFDs, and if any of them show any severe nylon rot, or like in this case, the nylon's actually rotted out from being just old and the foam can just tear out, or now see, the straps here are pretty strong, but if you notice any kind of frailty in the nylon of your PFDs, throw them away. You can use the foam to pad your kayak out on the rack. All right, I've got the boat pumped up to pretty hard. I mean, it's hard enough to sit on. It's a little slightly spongy, not full pressure, but it's hard. And now I'm going to wait. I like to check it in an hour after I first pump it up hard, just to see what it looks like, and then I'll let it sit overnight. Now, a couple of words of caution. Don't leave your boat in the sun. You will pop it. The pressures can just get way too high, things tear, things pop. I leave mine in the shade. At this time, I'm also going to do a complete hull inspection. Look for any damage, worn spots, seams that are failing, anything that doesn't look or feel right. Now see, when you fully inflate, all those kind of things disappear. All these little wrinkles, they're gone. But see, as you can see, the bladder is hard underneath, but the skin hasn't been fully expanded. Now here's some evidence of old damage, and for a 16 or 17-year-old raft, oh my God, I'm feeling old. It's in surprisingly good shape. Bottom looks good. Floor's nice and hard. All the little pieces seem to be well stitched. I look at my zippers and the little metal clip togethers, make sure everything's the way it's supposed to be. See how nice they are, kill the spiders. Same thing over here, do an inspection. And there's also a big giant zipper in the floor, so that can be replaced. It's a modular setup. And like I said, this is a 95 Air Puma. And they still make them, but they've changed the design. They're no longer sleek, pointy looking ducky on steroids. They're more raft-like with rounded blunt ends. As you can see, the boat's got to sit overnight for 24 hours, and it's still hard. Everything's looking good. Seams held, air held, valves held. The Puma is ready to go. And this is a 1995 hull of an Air Puma, one of the early designs. I think maybe second generation because of the valves. But a really fine ride. And the air check has been complete. Life jackets looked at. Float bags and the kayak checked. Helmet, jacket, spray, skirt, paddle. I'm ready to boat this year. All right, I just wanted to take a little shot for 2011 of my different gear and equipment, from Pelican boxes, the paddles, my good stuff. I got the Puma, 16 years old on the Puma. Got the Diablo. It's a 6-year-old boat. I've been paddling way too long. The Misty box is 25 years old, folks. My God. My shit lasts forever. One of the original ProTech paddling helmets. I've rebuilt the inside. And of course, one of the first year Astral life jackets. No zipper, PFD. This thing is rock solid. And of course, in case you can't see him, I got the red boy who's hanging out with me.